Hello, today we are going to learn about multiplying polynomials. For my first example, I'm going to choose 2x minus 1 times x plus 5. The reason why I have it on both sides is because I'm going to use distributive property on this side, and then I'm going to use what we call the box method on this side. So let's begin. When you're multiplying polynomials, it's just very simple. What you're going to do is to multiply each term with the other terms. So how is that done? Is 2x times x is going to be 2x squared, and then 2x times positive 5 is going to be positive 10x. Now I'm done with my 2x. I'm going to do my next term, which is negative 1. I'm going to distribute negative 1 to both of these terms. So how is that? It's negative 1 times positive 1x. We all know there's a 1 there. I don't have to say that all the time, but just for emphasis today, there's a positive 1 in the front of that. So it's going to be negative x, and then negative 1 times positive 5 is going to be negative 5. Pretty much I'm done. The only thing I need to do is to combine like terms. This is alone by itself, so I'll have 2x squared. Positive 10x minus x is positive 9x. And this is alone, so negative 5. That is my product. I must get the same exact thing on this side, except that on this side, I'm going to use the box method. So how does the box method work? I'm going to distribute this to here on top. So I'm going to have 2x here and then negative 1 on this side. And this one is positive x. And this is positive 5. Now, the position doesn't matter. I can have my 2x here and my negative 1 here and my x and 5 on this side. But this will work too. So let's do it. 2x times x is 2x squared. Negative 1 times x is negative x or negative 1x. 2x times 5 is 10x. Negative 1 times positive 5 is negative 5. If you would notice on here, you can combine those. So my final answer is 2x squared, because that's alone. I cannot combine it with anything, plus 9x minus 5. Same exact thing as what I got. Okay, so for my next example, I'm going to use 5x minus 3y times parentheses 4x minus 2y. So let's begin the distributive property. So I'm going to distribute the 5x to 4x, making it become 20x squared. 5x times negative 2y is negative 10 xy. Negative 3y times positive 4x is negative 12 xy. Negative y times negative 3y times negative 2y is positive 6y squared. Okay, let us combine like terms. This cannot be combined with anything, so I'm just gonna copy it down. My negative 10xy can be combined with my negative 12xy. So negative 10xy minus 12xy is negative 22xy. And then I will just copy this down. And this is my final product. So on this side, let us use the box method. So I'll have my 5x here, negative 3y here, my positive 4x here, and my negative 2y here. So let's go ahead and do this. 5x times 4x is 20x squared. Negative 3y times positive 4x is negative 12xy. 5x times negative 2y is negative 10xy. Negative 3y times negative 2y is positive 6y squared. As you can see, this two can be combined together. Therefore, your final answer is 20x squared minus 22xy plus 6y squared. The same as the other one. Okay, so for our third example, I'm going to use a little bit of a different example. We are going to have a binomial multiplied to a trinomial. The process is the same. You will have to distribute the first term to all the terms in this side, and you're going to go back and multiply the next term to all of them and then combine like terms. So let us begin. X times x squared is x to the third. X times negative 4x is negative 4x squared. X times positive 2 is positive 2x. We're done with our first term. We are now going to move to our negative 3. Negative 3 times positive x squared is negative 3x squared. Just for emphasis, there is a 1 in the front of x squared as its coefficient. So that is negative 3 times a positive 1, which is a negative 3. Okay, so now we're going to go to negative 3 times negative 4x. The answer is positive 12x. And then negative 3 times a positive 2 is a negative 6. So now let's start combining like terms. The x to the third is alone, so we're just going to copy it down. Negative 4x squared can be combined with negative 3x squared, and that together is negative 7x squared. And then positive 2 plus positive 2x plus 12x is positive 14x, and the negative 6 is alone. This now is my final product. Let us try using the box method for this one. So just for the purposes of space, I'm going to put this trinomial on top. I will cut my box in 3. And then this will be my x negative 3. And this right here will be my x squared. I'm sorry, x to that squared. X squared minus 4x positive 2. Alright, so let's begin. X squared times x is x to the third. Negative 4x times positive 1x is negative 4x squared. Positive 2 times x is 2x. Negative 3 times 1x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 4x times negative 3 is positive 12x. Positive 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Notice the diagonals are like terms. So let us combine them. This stands alone. Negative 4x to the second power plus negative 3x squared is negative 7x squared. This right here is positive 14x minus 6. Same exact product that I got from my first one.